Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Coming to America 2. The sequel, the long-awaited sequel to Coming to America. Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall come back from Zamunda, and evidently Eddie Murphy's character has a long-lost son who is the heir to his throne, so he has to come back to America to find him. I don't get it, though. I really don't know how that could happen. How does he have a long-lost son? I don't know. Here's the worst part. IMDb has it at 5.5 on as a rating, and 12,000, almost 13,000 people have rated it so far. So nobody's going to watch this review because you've already seen the movie and rated it on IMDb. It's an hour and 48 minutes long. I have very low expectations. I was hoping it was going to be good, but it doesn't look too promising. But let me get into it, find out what it's about, find out how he has a long-lost son. I'll let you know. I'll clue you in, and then I'll let you know if it's worth watching. Alright, stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in. We're watching Coming to America. We're at the 1 hour, 4 minute, and 36 second mark. And, you know, it's not terrible, to be honest with you. So at first I thought it was going to be like a replica of the first one. They're going to come back to New York, like they said they had a, you know, he had a long lost son, and they were going to come back, and I thought it was going to be all that, but it's not. So they explain how the son came to be, and I was like, yeah, you know, really fishing on that one. But whatever. I did no other way around it to make this story happen. So, you know, our Eddie Murphy is the king of Zamunda. And the law has that the male must always run the kingdom, right? And he has 3 daughters. And then, you know, might marry, the oldest daughter might marry somebody, but then he would rule. Then he comes to find out that he has a long-lost son, and he goes to New York to retrieve him and bring him back to Zamunda. So he brings him right back. So all of the movies so far, well, most of the movies so far, has taken place in Zamunda. And so, you know, he's got to prove himself to be worthy of being a prince or an eventual king, so there's tests and stuff like that. But of course there's some animosity between the son and the daughter, who was going to be the queen. You know, and so you can imagine everything then. And he brings the actual mother over too. So there's all that going on. Tracy Morgan is his uncle, Uncle Reem. He also comes over to add a little bit more there to it. So I laughed. They went to the barber shop again when they went in New York. I laughed at that. I didn't think I would. I was like, they're just doing the same thing again. But they said a couple of funny things, and there's some moments here and there that make you smile. Now, what I will say is, I think what they should have done, and maybe I should save this for the end, but they didn't create bonding between Eddie Murphy and his long-lost son. Like, I thought that should have been there. Instead, it was just like, get him over there and get him tested kind of thing, and have him prove that he's a prince. Now you're seeing a little bit of the bonding, but I think that piece was missing. And that could be part of the whole idea behind the movie, so I don't know. So now you get a better understanding of what's going on, and we'll see where it goes from here. So stick around. I got him. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Coming to America. And like, you know, like, it wasn't terrible, I would say. I don't think it needed to be redone, or not redone, or sequel, you know. But, you know, you run out of ideas, and why not try it, you know. Nothing will beat the first one, but, you know, this one was kind of okay. It wasn't, like I said, terrible. They did not just try and duplicate the first one. They went in a completely different direction. They just, you know, some small things. I think of it, trying to think of it as a standalone movie when I try and review this, and, you know, come back to the whole father-son, you know, bonding type stuff that just didn't exist and didn't get my buy-in from what they were trying to do in the film. But that aside, they had a lot of cameos, I'll say. Wesley Snipes wasn't really a cameo, he was a main actor in it. You know, he had like a neighboring nation, I guess, that he wanted, you know, his kids to marry Eddie Murphy's kids, so he's in it a lot. Morgan Freeman's in it. You know, and Tracy Morgan. So, and there's other ones. Trevor Noah's in it. You know, there's other people like that who pop in and out. And so that was fun. I liked that aspect of it. And they brought the entire cast back, from what I could tell. You know, even his wife. Oh, not his wife's friend. So that was one of the characters that was missing from the original. I mean, like, you know, Louis Anders is in it, and John Amos. Is that his name, John? Yeah, John Amos from the McDowells. So that whole piece was there. I think, yeah, and even James Earl Jones was in this, but not his wife. So there are a couple missing. I'm not sure why. There might be some, you know, fatal reason why they're not there. But, you know, but otherwise I thought, you know, they did a good job of bringing as many people back as they could and trying to change the storyline to make it different than the original. And there are a couple of laughs. There's not a lot of them, but there are a couple, so it made it worth watching. I had my expectations extremely low, and I'm pleasantly surprised. I get the 5.5 because I probably put it at a 6. And I'm kind of a higher rater than most, so that draws up that score. I wouldn't take it up to a 7 or anything like that, but there you go. That's what I got for you. You know, so I think anybody who saw the first one is going to watch this one. I'll be interested to see what our generation right now thinks of this, the new generation, whatever we were in. You know, if they saw the first one. If they didn't see the first one, what do they think of this? I don't think they would enjoy it as much. I think you need that, hey, check out the first one, enjoy that one in order to actually like this one. So, there's a little nugget for you. Alright, that's all I got for you. Hopefully, I'm sure you've already watched it because 13,000 people have already rated it on IMDb. So, but if this was interesting at all, love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. There you go, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And continue to tune in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.